11:22 a.m. Thursday, June 4th, 2020. I'm at Redmond Caves in Redmond, Oregon. This is the entrance to cave number 3, the south entrance to cave number 3. I'm gonna skip crawling for now, so I'm gonna be coming back out the way I go in. There's a north entrance to this cave, but then I'll have to crawl out, and I'm kind of lazy right now. But I'm trying to do every cave separately anyway, so you can see here. This is one big entrance, dozens of feet wide. It's kind of partially blocked by breakdown rock. You could crawl in there, or you could just walk in there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna use the trail here. All sorts of stuff, no vandalizing, no killing bats, blah, blah, blah. So I'm standing up. Here the cave, the ceiling's only about 4 feet tall. So I just have to kind of lean over a bit to climb in here. I'm not officially standing, but I'm not really crawling either. All right, notice the cave is really wide, but not too tall. At least that's the way it looks. You notice the ceiling and the walls are rock, solid rock, but the floor is dust. I don't know how far down the actual solid rock cave floor is. For all I know, the cave's 40 feet deep. Okay. Notice the floor here. There's a path of moisture, like water was flowing in here during the rainy season. I keep forgetting I want to come here sometime during the rainy season, see if there really is a creek flowing through here. Sounds like it'd be kind of cool to check out. Notice the sand, the dust is very light colored, so it's easy to see. I'm going to pan around here. So there's the way I could have climbed in. It's actually not that much harder. Here's the part that looked like it was blocked, and that's the way I came in. So here the cave is easily 50 feet wide, but it's about 6 feet tall. I'm crouching down just a bit, make sure I don't hit my head. Now, I have seen bats in here before, but not always. It's in a city park, gets a lot of people, so usually the bats, I think, avoid this area to avoid the people. Notice the pile of sand over there? That's probably from sand coming in from above. What's it called? A crack in the ceiling. I'm gonna go over here. Notice how rounded it is, like erosion. That's common. Well, this cave is thousands of years old, like 5,000 years old. I think the ones by Mount St. Helens are only 2,000 years old. So you should expect a lot more wear and tear. I'm not the expert, but I've been told this black stuff here that looks shiny is like mouse urine or something gross like that. So yeah, the point is, if it's not yours, don't touch it. Anyway. Notice there's a big pile of rock on the ground ahead. I could climb around there or go right through the middle. I think I'll be lazy today and pretty much stay in the middle. Unfortunately, there's some vandalism here. That's against federal law, but as you could probably guess, somebody who would do that doesn't particularly care about federal law. Anyway, so now I'm standing up. Now the ceiling's more like 8 feet tall. It's a very easy cave. Still no sign of bats. My lights have adjustable brightness, so if I do see a bat, I'm going to turn the brightness down. See if there's anything up here. Oops. Nothing particularly interesting there. It's very dry around here, so dust blows around a lot. So you couldn't keep the cave clean if you tried. If you took a pressure washer and cleaned out the cave, dust would just blow back in. But notice all the sticks and stuff there. That's probably brought in by some sort of rats. I don't know what kind of rats. Cave rats. Notice the ceiling here is kind of reddish. It's probably natural, the actual color of the rock. Okay, I guess I'm kind of zigzagging my way through here, looking at everything. Now the ceiling's like 10 feet tall and getting even taller. Notice it's a bit uneven. Huh, look at that. That rock in there looks like it's loose, like it's about ready to fall out. One reason, man, don't ever touch the ceiling when you're in a cave. Worst case scenario, if you pull on that thing, pull it right down on your head. That'd be a really bad idea for obvious reasons. All right, still no sign of bats. It's nice and cool in here. It's like 75 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit outside, but in here it's like probably 45 or 50 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm wearing a jacket. I'm not complaining, I'm just saying. Notice there's ledges. It's not a smooth wall. Some caves are so smooth, they look like they're sewer pipes, but this is more common, very rough. Now I'm gonna turn around and back. So you see natural light from the south entrance to Cave 3 still, and then there's a pile of rock, and then mostly it's flat though. These are very flat caves. I'm not sure how far underground we are. Hopefully eventually I'll figure out exactly how high it's the overhang above us. It's probably only a few feet. Here's some more litter. Owl giving a hoot. I don't approve of vandalism, but that's not the worst vandalism I've seen. Here's another big pile. Look at that shiny stuff there. Yeah, like I said, that's some sort of rat urine, I've been told. And coincidentally, if you look underneath it, oops, my camera would hurry up. All these little round things, those are rat poop. So there's like a whole layer of rat poop over here. I mean, 2 meters wide, several meters long. Real thin layer though. Although you realize that probably means a lot of the dust in the cave is really just dried up, pulverized rat poop. So, yeah. Wash your hands when you're done. Anyway. I've already made a 3D model of this cave, but I had the urge to go through it again, so I figured as long as I'm going through it again, I'll do some video. But besides that, my 3D model is not quite photorealistic yet. In fact, when I did the 3D model of photography, there were bats in here, so I had to turn down the brightness, so that part didn't come out the best. Oh well. Now here is a Y. So over to the left is a dead end, and to the right is to the north entrance. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the dead end first anyway. That way I won't forget to come back. There's another place. Look at the ceiling. Oops, I can't wait to hurry up. It's like really flat there, really flat there. There's like a piece missing here. So yeah, there probably literally was a rock that fell down there. Most of that happens when it first formed though, so it's not particularly dangerous for me to be here. Caves probably will fall apart over time, but we're talking about a long time. Not something I'm worried about. Now if there was an earthquake or volcanic eruption, that could get interesting. Notice all that black stuff up there. There's a whole layer of it. Yummy, yummy. And more graffiti vandalism. Notice the floor ahead is darker. That means it's moist. Since this is a dead end, there isn't airflow through here, so it can't dry out as fast. Plus we're heading downhill, so the moisture will flow downhill. Still no sign of bats though. I was hoping to see at least one. I don't think I've ever seen a bat here in the summer, just in the winter. Alrighty then.